Hello people, time for another video. I'm about halfway through the build of the trailer. Page 36 of 48 and nearly finished step 10 of 23. So yeah, that's the step, if I can get it in shot. Yeah, so that's basically where I'm up to here. You've got to make 10 of these. I suppose you call them bogies, I'm not too sure. I've made 9. Fairly straightforward. But next is all the pipes for the bogies, which I'm not really looking forward to that much, but hey, once that's done it should be pretty straightforward. So with the trailer, the gooseneck or the swan neck, I'm not quite sure what you call it, is done, apart from some piping that goes on these rams, and obviously the piping that connects the trailer to the tractor unit. You've got some, I don't know if you pick that out, piping underneath there. There's more that goes underneath the steps, but it's covered up by most of the steps. You can have that open where you can see a little bit of it. I suppose if you want to have it posed like it's being worked on. There's not much done to the top of the bed. There's some of the fixing hooks on there, but there's still panels to go in here and more attaching points for the load and wheel chucks and that sort of thing that needs to go on there. With regards to the bottom, most of the structure's done. There's the internal steering mechanism that's been done. I'll go back to that in a minute. And then there's still obviously the bogies need to go on there with the wheels and everything, and the connecting mechanisms for the turning. I made a bit of a boo-boo with the steering mechanism. It is workable, but in the instructions when you're putting the actual internal steering, don't know what you call it, sort of like a triangle-y type shape for the 2 fixing points either side. It tells you not to glue them, which I didn't, but then you put the rods on, it doesn't tell you not to glue them. So I put a tiny bit of glue on it, thinking that it will be enough to hold it there while I'm fixing everything down, but it'll still move, but it's fixed it in place. It was only till later that I realised when you're building this, you're building it basically this internal spine the other way up, so there's like a U-shaped piece of plastic that holds down the swivel points for the steering mechanisms, but it is a bit of a bummer that I can't pose it now, but it'll still be in the straight position hopefully. It looks like it will be, and I'm not like I'm going to play with it, so I don't need to constantly move the position of the wheels on the trailer. But yeah, still a bit of a bummer, but it doesn't matter too much. Obviously, you filled in the seams for the swan or gooseneck attachment to the actual trailer itself, and along the side. On the back, you've got some of the tow hooks or tow knives, and some of the lights. Obviously, you've still got the ramps to do. You've got a couple of the the don't know what you'd call these, but just like stabilization ramps, I suppose. Rounds. There's more to go on the front, as well as some boxing sort of storage bins, I suppose you call them, on the underside of the front. Sorry, my laptop was going a bit funny. Hopefully it carries on. Anyway, so yeah, so that's about it. It's going together fairly well. There's no real fit issues. It all fits in quite nicely. Flash, there's tiny bits, but it's nothing really much to worry about. There are some complicated bits, but the only real complicated bits on the trailer, I suppose, a bit of photo etch bending, and the putting the tubing in for the hydraulics. But as long as you're patient with it, it's not too hard. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, so I think that's about everything that I can think. If you're wondering how long the trailer is, I've got a ruler here a sec. So you got a 30cm ruler, and from the front of the swan neck it goes up to half the trailer length, so it's about 44 centimeters long. So yeah, that's that. Back to the bogies again, I think they're called. They have suspension, working suspension, little springs inside the dampers, I suppose you call them. They feel too soft. I'm hoping that once all 10 are on the actual trailer that they won't collapse completely, because they don't feel strong enough to support the weight of the actual thing, especially once I've got the actual load that's going to be on it. I'll just put that on there so you can see, get an idea. Hopefully that's in shot. So yeah, like that. So I don't know if that's going to support the weight. I may have to fix that in place so it's at the right height once the load's ready to go on there. But we'll wait and see. Obviously, like I said, I've still got to do the piping on that, and one more of these. The hubs have still got to go on there, and obviously the wheels, which I haven't done yet. But yeah, there's like a little conduit holder for the actual pipes that goes on either side of the top here that I haven't done yet. So that's that. I forgot to say as well that this pivot, this moves. So I suppose if the trailer's at a different angle to the tractor unit, you can make it so it fits in there pretty nicely. And another little boo-boo of mine, I thought if I glued this in, that I'd be able to paint it and just put the tyres on, but looking at it, you're not going to be able to get the tyre on there, so I'm either going to have to find an ingenious way of getting the tyre on, which I doubt I will, but I think I'll just have to take that off when it's ready for the paint, but I'll just leave it on there for the moment. So that's my update on, well, part 5 on the M1000. Hope you like the progress. I'm happy with it too. It's certainly going to be a bit of a beast for my shelf. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.